Hi, this is Kim, and today I'm going to do a VR called Unicorn Decks to Honeyloo. She started this tag, and it's a real fun one. It's about the decks that you had on your wish list maybe for a long time and you had a hard time getting, or ones that are they're mostly out of print. So yeah, we're just going to do that today, and I'm going to get started right now, and I'm going to start off with the Ember and Aura Tarot. It's a beautiful deck. Here's the backs. Here's the sides. It's watercolor. I haven't used this deck in a long time, but I remember it reads very well. Beautiful images. I love the artwork. I haven't paired it with anything, but it does read good. It's just been a while since I worked with it. It's kind of pippish. It gives you a little bit with the pips. It's not just straight pips. It gives you a little bit to work with. And I imagine it is out of print by now. It's been a few years since I got it. So that is the Ember and Aura Tarot. Next up, we have the Orion's Tarot deck. This was the indie deck that they had, and this used to be my favorite tarot deck. I know that it's out in mass market, but here's the backs and here's the sides, you can tell it was well loved. It was my favorite deck at one time. I love the artwork in this. I love the dark backgrounds with the pops of color. And the artwork can be dark at times. It's hard to see some of the cards, but the bright colors do pop. Has a great guidebook. That's what really makes the deck, is the guidebook. It really tells you why they used the animal that they did in the cards, and it makes a lot of sense. See, like, look how that one stands out so well behind that dark background. They're not all real dark. But yeah, this was my favorite deck for a long time. I liked it so much that I got a backup copy, and I also got the mini that went with it. So I really liked it. Look, isn't that cute? The Six of Cups. I think it's stunning myself. I've heard a lot of people say that they didn't like it, but I love this deck. It's not my favorite anymore, but I still like it a whole lot. I think the artwork is stunning. I mean, I don't think that the cards are too dark. I mean, there's the Sun card. That's one of my favorite cards right there, the Dolphin, Knight of Wands. That one tends to be a little bit dark, but a lot of them have a lot of bright colors in it. So that was the Orion's Tarot deck. Next up, we have the Carte Postale Tarot. Here's the backs, and there's no edging on it. This one was made out of old postcards. I love the aesthetic of this deck. It reads very well. It does not come with a guidebook, but it's really easy to read. I don't know how I get them turned around. I don't read reversals. I haven't seen this one on anybody's channel in a long time. Used to be quite popular, but I haven't seen it in a while. I like the old world feel of it. It's got a matte cardstock. Fortunately, it is out of print. That's a cute card. Ace of Swords. The Four of Wands. That looks like a Four of Wands card. That one's a good one. So that was the Carte Postale. Next up, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is the first edition. And actually, I just got this one in the mail today. I got it off of eBay in an auction at a very good price. And I just love this deck. It's still in order because I just took it out of the package. Here's the backs, and there's no edging on it. I can't wait to work with this one, although I do have another copy of it. I wanted the first edition. I wanted to see how it shuffles. I haven't even shuffled it or anything. This was on my unicorn list for a long time because I do love it so much. This is one that really resonates with me. I love this deck. I love the artwork. I love the random pops of color. I love everything about it. And since I do have the mass market edition, I have the guidebook, so that's a good thing. Of course, the guidebook doesn't offer a whole lot, but it does help. I just love this deck. This was not this one, but the mass market was my very first tarot deck. It was gifted to me. That's what got me into tarot, was this tarot deck right here. So that was the first edition of the Wild Unknown, and I'm so happy to have it. Next up, we got the True Black, and this is the 5th anniversary limited edition. I got number 1473. And this one's out of print as well, since it was a limited edition 5th anniversary. And what it did was it took the regular True Black and it lightened up the colors that were embossed, so you can see them better. It used to have the numbers that were just spot glossed, So you could only see them if you tilted it in the light just right. This is a beautiful, stunning deck. And I like that you can see the spot gloss now in this deck. Makes it easier to read the cards. Beautiful. It's got a thick cardstock. Wish I could find my favorite card in this deck. It's a little tiny octopus. Little baby one. This has got like a matte cardstock. Beautiful artwork, stunning colors that pop against the black background. I forgot to show you the backs. They've hand edged it on the sides in a black, and there's the backs. So that was the true black. Next up, we have the Majestic Earth Tarot. Here's the backs. And it has a gold gilding on the sides. This one's a nature, pretty much a nature deck. Shows a lot of scenes from nature. Oh, I never noticed that face in the clouds before. Six of water, which would be the Six of Cups. I don't think I've read with this one before. That one is so cool. I think I heard somewhere that it's made from curated paintings or something. I've looked through it several times, and I love the keywords that it has on there. It's stunning. I basically have it as a collector's item. I should just try it out and read with it. I remember I got it when the creator had a few decks left over that they were supposedly damaged, but I never found any damage on this one. They didn't have any of the Tarot of Delphi left, but they had several copies of this one left, and I was lucky enough to get it. I actually bought 2 copies and ended up rehoming one of them. So that was the Majestic Earth. Next up, we have the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. Here's the backs, and it doesn't have any edging. It's got the cold foil stamping. See, I don't know if you can see that. Hope it's not glaring. I have not worked with this deck at all, but I've looked through it several times, and I just absolutely love the artwork. I just haven't got a chance to get around to working with it yet. I haven't had it a whole long time. I was one of the last ones to get my order in, so I got it late. but I think it's going to be a good reader. I'm one that waits till I get called to a deck to work with it. I don't just go and grab a bunch of decks and work with them. I wait till the deck calls me, and then I work with it for as long as I feel that, you know, the deck wants me to work with it, and I study that one deck, or however many decks that I'm working with at the time. I'll put a deep study into it. And this one I just have not got around to working with. But I'm looking forward to working with it. The artwork is beautiful. I love the cold foil stamping. Beautiful artwork. So I can't wait to work with this one. That was the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. Next up, we have the Victorian Romantic Tarot. I forgot I put it in this scarf. It was easier to get out of the box that way. Here's the backs. There's no edging on it. I have worked with this one, and it is a good reader. It has the cold foil stamping as well. I don't know if you can see that. It's an excellent reader. Beautiful artwork. Fancy. It's time to work with this deck. It's getting near Valentine's Day, and that seems about the time, and coming up to spring is when a lot of people would work with this deck, or I think I should work with it again. I think this one's on pre-order again right now on Baba Studio. A lot of people wanted another copy of it, or maybe some people that didn't get a chance to get it the first time they had it on reorder will have a chance to get it this time. I don't remember seeing that card. Huh. That one's neat. Beautiful. They do a good job on their decks. Baba Studio, that is. So that was the Victorian Romantic Tarot. Next up, we have the Fantastic Menagerie Tarot. Here's the backs. There's no edging on it. This was the first Baba Studio deck that I got, and I got it in a trade, and it does have the cold foil stamping as well. It's oh, I forget what they call it, with the animals dressed as people. I can't remember what they call it. Shoot, my mind escapes me right now. Beautiful artwork again. Another Baba Studio deck. wish I could think of what it is I'm trying to say. I know you guys are probably screaming it at the screen. I'll think of it as soon as I'm done with the film. I have read with this one. It's been a long time though. I've had this one a few years. Beautiful artwork. If you can think of what it is, let me know in the comments, because I can't for the life of me think of what it's called. So that was the Fantastic Menagerie Tarot. Next up, we have the Tarot of Prague. This is the large format. Here's the backs. There's no edging on it. Does this have the cold foil stamping? Yes, it does too. I did work with this one shortly after I got it. It's just been a while. I got this one when Baba Studio, this was when Baba Studio had it still for sale. I got it. This was the only deck they had for sale at the time. And I was lucky enough to get a copy of it. Now I think they're doing pre-orders for this one right now, which means a lot of people will be able to get it. I know a lot of people want it. It's got beautiful artwork. I remember it was pretty easy to read. I just got the guidebook for it though here recently, because I noticed they had a copy of the guidebook online at their shop. So I did not get a copy of the guidebook when I bought the deck. So I was able to snag a copy of that. Since they were redoing the deck, I think they still had some copies of the guidebook, so I was able to get it. I'm anxious to work with this one again. It's been a minute. It's hard to work with though, but with it being so big, it's hard to shuffle. Oh, that Seven of Cups is nice. I like that. Three of Swords. So that was the Tarot of Prague. Next up, we have the Phantasmagoric Theater Tarot. And I got this one off of an auction on eBay. Pretty cheap, too. It was brand new when I got it. I didn't realize it was brand new because I did get it at such a good price. But it reads really good. I did a study on this deck. I really like this deck. It was fun to work with. I liked working with it a lot. It's one of those good mood decks that'll put you in a good mood. They're cute. Artwork's cute. I like the colors. Wish we'd come across my favorite card. There's the lovers. This one had been on my wish list for a while, and finally I just looked it up and there it was. Oh, I don't know if I showed you the back. There's no edging on it. And here's the backs. Next up we have the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. This was a limited edition print. I just got this one in the other day. And man, it's beautiful. Really a lot of vibrant colors in it. Here's the backs. I haven't edged it yet. I don't know if I will. But man, it's a beautiful deck. It's got the main keyword and then 3 keywords below it. It's an oracle. It's on a matte cardstock. I've only had it a couple days, so I haven't really had a chance to work with it yet. I'm trying to figure out what to pair it up with. I love the artwork. The colors, though, are just stunning. How did I get that upside down? Let's see. That's pretty. I like lotus flowers. That one's stunning. So that was the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. Next up, we have the Tarot of Crowley. Oh, here's the backs. And there's no edging on it. It's on a glossy cardstock. Hope it's not glaring. This one I haven't worked with in a long time. But I remember it reads pretty easily. I like this deck a lot. Pamela Coleman Smith as the sun. There's nudity, sorry. Won't be the first time you guys seen nudity, I'm sure. Even though it's black and white, it's still stunning to me. Beautiful photographic deck. So that was the Tarot of Crowley. And last but not least is the Botan Tarot. Here's the backs, and it's edged into indigo. It's on a matte cardstock. Beautiful deck, beautiful watercolors. This one is stunning. I just got the guidebook for this not long ago, not too awful long ago. I found it online at a printer's secondhand bookstore. I can't remember where, but it helped with reading with the deck. Kind of told a little bit of the story on each card. It's a good reader. But it's hard to understand what's going on if you don't know, the story, the legends of what's going on. And it does give you a little piece of that in the guidebook. Beautiful images. It's one of my favorite decks, one of my top 10. I love this deck. That's a cool tower card. Love it. So that was the Botan Tarot. And that was it. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any of these decks or what your unicorn decks are in the comments. I'd be happy to know and be interested to hear what your unicorn decks are. I enjoyed you being here today, and I want you to come back and see me again. I hope you have a blessed day, blessed week, and I'm happy to have you here. Come back again sometime, and please hit the like, give me a comment. I read all the comments, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you. All right, goodbye.